everybody?
What's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies?
What's up?
I swear, I think I do that almost every episode. Y'all still haven't picked up on.
I just
What's
did
up,
it.
everybody? It's too late. Welcome to another show. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get things kicked off. Well, actually, before we kick things off, how y'all doing? Just checking in with everybody real fast. Everybody's good.
Good.
Everybody's
Good.
vibrant and happy, full of life.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's all that. Y'all like, I guess so.
Yes.
Well, I'll go back to my original thought. Let's go ahead and kick things off. But first, let's get some roll call going on.
Hey, what's up? I'm Kim. Hey, it's your girl Chantel.
What is up?
What is up? And I'm your girl Tavia. Welcome and thank you for tuning into another episode of Late Night Shenanigans. Let's go ahead and get this shot out the way because I know I'm ready. Y'all ready for y'all shots?
Goodness.
I got a little bit.
I got my hood cups tonight.
You got a hood cup. What you say, Constance?
A little bit of shot of tea to start. Just to start.
You got some tea. What you got, Chantel?
My friend's shot glass.
Well, you know me.
Cheers.
So that's what I'm on.
I'm doing the Parabane, by the way.
Oh Lord, you and Parabane. I don't know. You might have to put Parabane on punishment. You might have to put the Parabane on punishment.
I'll keep it under control this time.
Okay. All right. Do your thing. Have fun. But yeah.
All right.
So let's go ahead and dive into some conversation. How about we start the show off with omitting versus lying? Do y'all think they're the same thing? Omitting, lying, same thing, fall under the same umbrella. What you think?
It could be because it kind of feels like they omitting. That means you omitted to leave out the important details of that particular whatever the situation is. So say
Or it might not have been important though.
But you don't know if it was important to the person you're talking to. So
it
depends on the subject. I guess it depends, yeah.
So it depends on what it is, what the conversation is about, and then who it is you're talking to.
Yeah, because it could be a child.
People could take it as, okay, so you didn't tell me that, you left that out, so you lied to me. So that's basically omitting information from that conversation versus just flat out, okay, I went to the store. I said I went to the store, but I really went to the mall and I bought a purse. I apologize. Like, it just depends, like, who you talking to, what you talking about, and the context, I guess. So
even if it's not in a negative light, like say it's not anything that, you know, that could potentially harm you or whatever situation you might be in.
Like a white lie.
Something.
Yeah.
Not even a white lie, because saying that is like saying it's, unless you feel like, yes, they are the same thing. I'm sorry, I missed if you said it was or not. You're saying they are the same?
I don't think so. Not for me.
She was asking me.
Yeah.
I'm asking everybody. I was going on until white lie comment.
I'm just playing. I don't think they're the same. Because I think the word omit, meaning you're leaving out information, maybe on purpose, and sometimes it can be accidental. Versus flat out lying. I think they're different. I don't think they're the same.
Yeah.
For me.
It's definitely different. Omitting, I don't think there's.
I think they fall under the same umbrella. Again, back to what Constance said, it just depends on what you're talking about, like what you omitted. I guess maybe the seriousness of it. But it could fall under the same umbrella for sure. So it's the same thing. Yes and no, I guess, because again, it's just depends.
Because Tavia, I can tell you, you could ask me, Bestie, did you put salt in them collard greens? And I did it accidentally, but I forgot to tell you. So is that omitting that I left out some information, or did I just lie to you?
You say you forgot to tell me?
You forgot, yeah.
That you put it in there?
Yeah, because
I think forgetting is different. Forgetting and omitting is different.
Because I really forgot about it. So I omitted to tell you that part of the whatever.
Like, omitting something would be like, for me, would be like, if you ain't asked, you ain't gonna get the answer to it. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna answer to what you asked me. So if you ain't asked me about it, I'm not really like, I'm leaving it out because you ain't asked me about it.
Yeah.
You know
or a
what I mean?
situation where somebody might feel like they didn't say something because they're sparing your feelings, or, you know, they just didn't feel like it was something that they needed to say, even though it might have been something that very well could have been, you know, important.
Yeah, but it's like if you ask somebody about something and they tell you something else instead of that, to me that would be a lie.
I'm gonna use the example that Constance gave. Okay, just say greens or whatever. Tommy, what you put in them greens? Oh, I put salt, pepper. She knows that what she dropped. I don't know. She spit in them on accident or something, and she did that part.
Right. Yeah.
She purposely don't tell you. Yeah, I spit in there. Or yeah, I dropped a whole thing or whatever in there. But I ain't gonna tell her that.
I put a shot of captain in there to give her a little kick.
Right. That's omitting, like forgetting to tell somebody.
Right, I could totally agree. That's what I'm trying to say. I omitted to tell you that I either dropped the salt in there or I slide fell or whatever. I ain't lying. Just omit that out of telling you.
Yeah, I feel like they are different, but failing to tell somebody something that could be important based on whatever that something is, I feel like that can mess things up. So if you're in a situation where you have an opportunity to just put it on the table and say whatever it is, say whatever it is. That's just my opinion. Like, don't worry about my feelings. Don't worry about how you think I'm gonna feel and all of that. Just say it. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you straight up lie about it, you know, that I feel like lying is completely different from leaving something out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I just want to get y'all take on that. If y'all
they're definitely different.
Felt the same way I felt about it.
Absolutely. But did you die?
Yeah. Ain't die, but All right. Well, that was quick and easy, but that was a question I just wanted to toss out to y'all. What y'all think? Lying, omitting, important, same thing, no? Let us know what y'all think. And with that,
comment.
We'll be back. Yeah.
Hey,
love it.
Welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and keep this thing moving, but before we do, let's go ahead and take our shot. Listen, I don't know when y'all watching us, and I don't know what time of day y'all are watching us, but if y'all are watching us and it's an appropriate time of day, take a shot with us.
Take a shot.
5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
See a shot, take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and go into the next topic. I'm not even gonna take a long time introducing it. We're just gonna go ahead and play the video, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
Do it.
Probably reason number 500,000 of why I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to do anything for you. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to clean for you. I don't want to be your secretary and set your appointments and chase you around and make you go because of your health. I don't want to pick up your socks for you. I don't want to be one of those people who comes on TikToks and makes funny videos about how you can't do anything for yourself and men do the darndest things and everybody's in the comments like, yeah, my husband does that too. My boyfriend does that too. Fuck that. I want to be with somebody who is an adult, a fully functioning adult. It's been proven time and time again that men are the ones who benefit from marriage and relationships.
Yes,
Because we're in
man.
them and we do everything. And they just get to sit back and receive everything.
Thank you.
From us. And then as a treat, they might do something for our birthday or for Mother's Day. Men get to exist in relationships and just receive. Why can't we exist together? And if we do nice things for each other, it's just organic. It just happens. But it's not the expectation. It's not something I have to do because I'm the woman. When I come home after a long day, I don't want to cook either. I don't want to do shit either. Why can't we flip a coin to see who cooks, or if we order food, and then whoever cooks, the other person cleans? Why can't you pick up after yourself? Why can't you set your own appointments? Why do I have to be your secretary? I'm not working for you. I'm not working for you. I have gotten so lazy. I'm not doing anything. And then there are men who will say, well, then what are you good for? What's the reason why someone should be with you? You're proving my point. You just want to be with somebody to do everything for you. I want to be with a fully functioning adult male who we can come together and exist together, do fun stuff together. We take turns. We pull our own weight. And that seems to be unreasonable. That's asking someone to be an adult is unreasonable. I don't even want a cat. I don't even want a pet. I have a plant. I'll be a plant lady. I will be happy. I will not take care of a grown person. I won't.
Okay.
Yes. Fuck
you and your cousin. You and your cousin.
I'm gonna break it down. Go ahead.
Y'all just saw the video. How are y'all feeling about this? Chantel, we're gonna let you have the floor first, ma'am, because go ahead.
Thank you. So I get exactly where she is coming from, because like she said, yes, she's lazy, but she's not meaning like that. What she is meaning is that she is not going to take care of another grown ass person who should do something. A woman should not have to just sit back and do everything. And this man gets to come home, kick his shoes off, watch his TV shows. When she coming home from work too, gotta clean, gotta run after the child, gotta the same shit. I done been to that same shit. I told y'all this. Look,
that's your cousin.
I'm sorry. I totally agree with her. I totally agree with her. You are grown. You do not make my doctor's appointments. Why do you not know how to do it? Or why are you waiting for me to do it? I'm not your mother. You should know how to do those things. If you're just waiting back and you being lazy and you don't want to take care of none of that at all, you're expecting the woman to do all of that? Yes, that is a problem. You're not pulling your weight.
Okay.
Why you keep dating them same type of dudes?
You dating the
same?
same?
That's what I was gonna say. Chantel, hold on.
Yeah, but that don't you don't usually find out that.
Chantel, hold on. You gotta give other people opportunity here. I know you feel strong on this, but you gotta give everybody else
passionate about that thing.
I feel like she and you are speaking from experience. This is an experience thing. And you said you didn't feel like she meant as far as being lazy. The chick said she didn't want a cat or a dog. The cat or a dog can't take care of themselves. That's a different kind of lazy, in my opinion. So,
well, yeah, not everybody wants pets.
No. She said lazy and then said, I don't want a cat or dog. So like you got those two that's what she said. If we're going to talk about exactly what she said and not trying to decipher, read between the lines of what she said. Out of her mouth, she said lazy. Then she said, I don't want a cat. I don't want a dog. I have a plant. A plant all you got to do is water. That's a different kind of lazy.
Plant needs attention.
Right. But not as much as
She's willing to take
But-
care of that, not a pet that you got to clean up after all the time. Some people ain't into that. I just see that. I get her point. Go ahead.
I get where she's coming from to a certain extent, but it just feels like she's just been with the wrong guy and the same guy too many times. And Chantel, honestly, because you tell the same every time we go into this, you tell the same.
I've only had this problem with one relationship.
I don't want to come. I want to come home and kick my shoes off. You said that over and over. So at this point, I'm just going to assume that's what you had to deal with. So everybody's not that. Every man is not that, in my opinion.
I'm not saying that either.
A roommate, because at this point, she just needs a roommate or just live with a friend or whatever. Because I can't.
I don't even want that either.
I can't.
Go ahead, child.
You can't.
I can't.
Listen, and I said, like, within the video, to me, it just kind of felt like feels like she's talking from experience, and the same with my good sis, talking from experience, dating boys, not real men.
Wow.
Because real men would not make their woman feel that way, to where they feel like, oh, I'm coming home from work and I gotta do this, and you ain't did this, you ain't did that. Real men don't do that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Straight up. So it's like, you can't say put everybody in that category, because then you got some, like, I use myself for an example. Like, I don't have a perfect marriage, but it ain't to where I have to come home and be like, damn, I got to do all of this. I got to call and do this. I got to call and do that. Some things I just automatically do just because you don't do it right. Like,
you're okay with doing that.
I can just get it done, be done with it, and it's good. So it's all about who you're dating, who you're bringing into your heart.
Exactly. Yes. I understand that. I understand that part. But exactly, you have to be talking from experience. So you wouldn't want to have that same experience again with somebody. She knows what she wants.
Right.
Just like I've learned from that. I know what I don't want.
But if you have that, you have that mindset, that's not what you want. So going into maybe your relationships down the line, you know what you're not going to allow. You have expectations now set up. Then you just make sure those expectations are met, because every man is not like that. And when I say man, real man, not a boy.
Exactly.
I feel like when you're with the right
you
one,
can say those things.
Certain things like making his appointments or cooking his dinner or things like that, you're not doing it because that's what he expects of you or whatever, or what's expected of you. You're doing it out of love, like especially once you marry.
Say it again for the people in the back.
You made the choice to marry that person.
I love you. I don't mind.
Yeah, but she also said let's take turns, not just make it to where you're expecting me to do this. Let's flip a coin and be like, hey, maybe tonight I'll cook. Maybe tonight you cook, and that's what she said.
Nobody wants that dude. Nobody wants that dude, though. That's a different kind of dude. Go ahead, Tavia. I'm sorry. Yep.
Okay. Yes. Because woo child. So Kim, you took the words out of my mouth. When I feel like she got a lot of blockers, a lot of things going on that she might need to work on within herself. She doesn't seem like she's ever been in a relationship to where she was actually in love with that person. Because, like you said, when you're in a relationship, a lot of the stuff you do is on the strength of because you love them and you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she lazy. She don't want to do nothing. Okay, then be by yourself. Because I don't really know if she's going to find that dude. Yeah, it's men out there that are going to just naturally do those things. But her finding that person, I think it's going to take a while for that to happen, if it happens at all. But
because her walls
in a relationship, exactly. In a relationship, though, it everybody has to pull their weight. Everybody got to contribute. So with her talking about she don't want to cook, she don't want to clean, she don't want to make appointments, she don't want to do this, she don't want to do that. Like, what do you want to do? Just like, what? But you're what do you want to do? What's the end?
What she said at the end, she said, I would want to find somebody who would let's flip a coin on who's going to cook tonight or she's willing to do that part.
That's the only thing that she was crazy willing to compromise on. Cooking was the only compromise.
Right.
That's still just so crazy to me. Like everything that came out of her mouth sounds ridiculous. redonkulous. Like, she sounds crazy right now. You're not going to be in a successful relationship with that mindset. I'm sorry, you're not. You're just not. It's not going to work. So
That
she
is
might as well just
why
be
the
dolo for the rest
relationship
of her
is
life.
complicated.
Because if you love
Get a roommate.
your person, you wouldn't mind cooking dinner and washing clothes and, you know, calling and making a doctor's appointment if you know he's sick or he needs to go to the doctor. That should, or picking up goddamn socks off the floor or
Yeah.
off the bed. That's just given for women who are in love and men who.
Because I'm pretty sure she's not perfect either. And in a healthy relationship, guess what? He gonna do the same thing for you in return. So she's just not used to a man doing those type of things for her. So I feel sorry for her. But
like you said, she must be speaking from experience, like how I was speaking from experience. Yeah, it was all good at the beginning, but then that person's starting to get lazy, and then you find yourself doing everything, and they stop pulling their weight. They get tired, and you realize this is not what I want. I'm doing everything.
You shut a lot of things down too, Chantel, in relationships that you got to be a little bit more open-minded to as well.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What should I be open-minded to? To
a lot of
more?
Stuff that you not.
To doing more?
A lot of stuff
no,
that you not.
Half and half. You pull your weight, I'll pull my weight. Don't make me feel like I'm doing the most and you're doing the
And
little.
I understand that. I do understand that. But at the end of the day, it still goes back to the certain type of dude that you're looking for and the certain type of dude you giving your attention to. Because how you end up falling in line with these same people. Like, it ain't a coincidence that y'all are finding these same type of dudes that are treating y'all the same type of way. You're going to have to think outside the box and look somewhere else or date somebody different.
Well, see, and that is where when I learned my experience from this marriage, because that is the only time that I've had that experience. Not with other relationships prior to that marriage. Well, only in that one relationship. So I've learned from that relationship, that marriage, that I do not want that ever again. It's going to be said at the beginning. If this, I'm going to pull mine, you pull yours. If not, look, if you agree with this, then we can continue. If not, then we cutting it off. But I'm content. I'm content with being single.
So you're not making doctor's appointments?
Lockers up.
If it was like an emergency, but your annual health, you can't even make that. You're expecting me to do that?
What's the problem with you?
It's not an expectation. It's not an expectation out of, you would just think, I mean, we can't make you feel a way, but you would just think that in a relationship, like if that's something that your partner, say they forgot to do it, or you know from being with them for years or however long that this is an area that they lack in, why not pick up that slack? Like, how much time is it going to take for you to do something as simple? And yeah, I know for right now I'm speaking on just making appointments and things like that, but even, you know, cleaning and cooking and stuff, like, come on, that's what a relationship, that's what you do in a relationship. So that's why I'm like, to me,
yes.
She's crazy, she's wilding.
Yeah, yes, you do it, but when it becomes where it's, like I said, if it becomes to where just the woman is pulling most of the weight and the guy is not doing his part.
Yeah, you're not gonna stick around if you feel like you doing everything. You the only one that's carrying the relationship. Clearly, yeah, you ain't gonna want to stick around for that. I understand that part, but to me, just the thought of saying, "Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to pick up after you. I don't want to cook for you." Like she's saying, you didn't say that, but I'm just saying. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to clean for you. I don't want to pick up after you. I don't want to have to do this. Like she's saying all these things she don't want to. Like, what do you want to do?
What are you willing to do?
I didn't hear her say anything that she wants to do in a relationship. Did y'all? I could be
She
wrong.
did at the end. Oh. She said, yes, she did. She said at the beginning, she said she don't want to do this. She don't want to cook. She don't want to clean. But then she also said at the end, let's take turns doing it. She said she don't want to be the one doing it. Like, as she don't want to be that one always cooking, always cleaning. If we take turns, that's what she said at the end. Let's take turns.
What you're saying and what she said are not the same thing. What you're saying, what I hear you saying is,
y'all got to replay that video. That's where she said that.
No, it's too long. We can't do that. But what I hear you saying is, I don't want to feel like I'm the only one doing it. I'm doing it all the time. I'm the main one doing it, and he's not. She
Which
said,
is
I
understandable.
don't want to do this, period.
At
I don't
all.
want to do
She don't
that,
wanna take care of
period.
them.
She didn't say, oh, I don't want to be the only one. She said, I ain't doing it.
Like it's
Period.
period.
There was no. So y'all, you might agree with her, but y'all are saying two different things. I get where you're coming from. Hell, I
She don't even want an animal.
Right.
Yeah,
She don't even want an animal because she don't want how to take care of it. She don't
So
want
then
how to
how would
walk it. She don't want
so
how to
then
pick up
how
the
would
poop.
you so then how would you take it at what she said towards the end with finding somebody that's gonna pull their weight and
she wants somebody that's she do her shit, he do his shit, they flip a coin to see who gonna cook, and that's that. He take care of himself, she take care of herself. Again, that's a roommate.
That's a roommate. That's
How
not
long is that gonna last?
A relationship
Y'all gonna
is
be
give
flipping
and
coins
take.
every day?
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's give and take. It's give and take. Again, we talked about it on I don't know what episode, but it's gonna be days where you can't. It's gonna be days, and you have your days where you're not gonna be 100%. You might be 10% because you just don't freaking feel like it. But that's when it comes down to you gotta pick the right dude.
You gotta
Because
you can think you're picking the right dude at the beginning, and all that can change afterwards.
And it can, and you're within your rights to be the hell out once that shit starts happening. So I get what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong in any way, shape, or form. I feel like your wall is way up here.
Yeah. It's some similarities there, but yeah, I feel like y'all are saying it's apples and oranges.
Let me go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, girl.
Go ahead.
You have these walls built up now from your experience. So with these walls being built up, you're going into your next situation with these walls so fucking high, sis, to where it's gonna be so hard to break it down because you're gonna.
Well, let's be clear.
I'm
not going into another situation.
Everything that does, you're gonna nitpick every motherfucking thing, and you're not going to get the bigger picture. Like you're not because of those walls. You gotta sometimes cleanse that old relationship. You went through some shit that you don't want to tolerate, you don't want to deal with. You know what you want, and you have expectations. So give your heart and your energy and your time to somebody that's gonna bring that to you. Do that.
Nah, I'd rather just keep it to myself.
You can't go and say you're not going to do. If you love somebody, he will love make you do a lot of shit. Sometimes you don't want to do it, but you'll do it. And that nigga will do the same thing for you. So you gotta let these walls down, sis, for real. You gotta let them down. Because you ain't gonna have no man. You ain't gonna have no man either.
My wall's down. I just feel comfortable just being single. I just feel comfortable being single.
That's fine.
I disagree, but that's fine. Say that's you. Okay, so that got interesting.
That
got interesting real quick.
I gotta be Kanye and all.
Yeah.
So everybody had a moment.
So you guys let us know what you think. Tell us what you think, please. We need somebody in these comments. Come on now.
Yeah. Somebody with me.
Take it over to our LNS discussion group on Facebook. The link is in the description below. We're gonna go ahead and calm down and take a break. With that, we'll be right back.
A shot. Yeah. I need one. Yeah. Yeah, it will happen.
Time to get buck wild. Hey, everybody. They go that clap. How y'all feeling?
I'm good.
Favorite part of the show. So we seen something on TikTok that is trending. I use that word lightly. Exactly. That is got us questioning. Is this true? Let's try it. Let's see. So it's called the Healthy Coach.
I'm nervous.
Give me a shot.
I wouldn't recommend to do a shot before this one.
I'm
But,
done.
Okay, what you recommend? You don't recommend being in a relationship where you gotta cook, clean. Look, let me stop. Light shade.
Because this, we need our taste buds a little clear for this one.
I'm like you. The way my system's set up, it don't
Set
recognize
up.
foreign stuff. And
Well,
so let's have our system clear for this one. So
okay.
it's called the Healthy Coke, which is a mixture of balsamic vinegar. Well, like a shot of it into a cup with carbonated water, sparkling water, whichever. That's the one that has the fuzz.
Really, for the demonstration.
Okay.
And we're gonna mix it together. We're gonna taste it. We're gonna see if it really tastes like a Coke. Because supposedly that's the word that's going around.
Yeah, mine's already mixed.
There you go.
So I'm gonna mix mine real quick.
Kimberly.
It don't smell
pretty.
I'll mix it real quick. Let's see how this works.
You want to put soda in mine?
I already made mine, so it fizz up like a Coke. So
bubble.
Let's see. Mine
ain't bubbling.
I mixed it together.
Yours ain't bubbling, Constance?
It ain't bubbling now. It was.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's what a Coke.
I think
does.
the ice helps. I told y'all to use ice. But...
Okay.
Ready?
Hell no.
It looks like a Coke. It smells like a Coke.
No,
it smells like vinegar.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Y'all
ready?
Y'all right.
Ready?
Yep.
Cheers.
I'm just gonna see.
Hell no.
Fuck no. That's nasty. These TikTokers be lying.
Hey, but Tavia, yours look like a Coke though. Why yours so dark? Look how light mine is.
You know what?
Put in there.
It's not horrible. It's crazy that I'm saying that because I so thought that I was gonna be like how y'all are, but it's not.
Maybe because I use plain. Maybe because I use the plain sparkling water. You use the flavor kind?
I use wild cherry, so it could be like a cherry Coke. But
I use plain tonic water.
Why are you so dark?
Horrible. I don't know. I put the balsamic vinegar and I put the tonic water in it.
Is your balsamic maybe because mine's light?
So you cheating at
it? It's not horrible.
You got light. You need regular.
Hey, you know the real test is. Let me mix it with my captain. Had that good old co-captain. That tastes like.
I'm gonna put the rest in there and see what it do.
It tastes like carbonated salad dressing. Salad dressing.
I keep drinking it down to add more water to see, okay, maybe I put too much vinegar, so maybe I dilute it more, but that's not.
You know what, though?
I taste nothing but that vinegar, yeah.
For me, it's not bad. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be sitting at home making Coke, but it's not bad.
Listen, I don't know how many TikTok videos I watch, and they were, it's not bad. Oh, it doesn't taste like Coke. Oh, it does. No,
it doesn't taste like Coke at all.
It tastes like carbonated vinegar.
To me,
it tastes like straight vinegar.
It tastes like based off of the reactions that I saw. Excuse me. It tastes like what I expected it to taste like. It tastes like a Coke that has been sitting out for a couple days. Like it tastes like a flat Coke.
It tastes
That's
like
what I get. Maybe I just mixed mine right. Maybe y'all was just wrong with y'all.
Tastes like carbonated salad dressing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I did a balsamic vinegar and more of the water than the actual vinegar, and it still has vinegary taste.
Add more salt. Get that off my tongue.
What yours tastes like, Kim?
Nasty.
Carbonated
Straight vinegar?
That's not. I honestly, after watching all those videos, I was excited. I'm like, yeah, this gonna be good. Yeah, this might be some on my diet. I can drink this, even though I drink my waters, but hell nah, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
like I said, I don't.
Balsamic vinegar than us. Maybe
I'll eat that watermelon and mustard again
okay.
before I drink this shit again.
ooh.
I was gonna say, like, compared to the watermelon and mustard, I don't know. I mean, because that wasn't even bad. So it's like they're on the same level for me. It was okay. It's just okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna be sitting at home making oats. But yeah,
You're still trying to, Kim.
and that's what I'm saying too. Yeah, I
to be
wouldn't mind
good.
going back for it. Right. So I can go
want it
back
to
in
be
and
good,
try it
but I'm
again,
like,
but I'm
it's just
straight.
not.
I can't do
Mm-mm.
it. I
Yeah.
can't.
All right.
It's not.
Well, that was that. We tried it. We did it. 3 of us don't like it. One
I'm
person
spoiled
is
to make things in-
on the fence. However,
Look,
However,
voice.
it is not recommended to drink this. If you like it, it is not recommended to drink it a lot. The doctors, per the report, say that the vinegar can decay your teeth. So let us know what you think.
We don't want that.
Period.
Comment if you tried it or if you're going to try it. Let us see. Maybe record it and send us the video so we can react on it and see what, how it went for you. But let us know, and we out. That was that. It was nasty.
It was okay.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey. If only y'all knew what we listened to, like behind the scenes.
And talk about.
But welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far. We are winding down, of course, but we're gonna still turn up because that's just kind of what we do. What y'all feeling like, ladies? Y'all feeling all right? Y'all okay? What's going on?
I'm still trying to get that vinegar taste out for my tongue. That was bad.
You should have brushed your teeth over the break.
Something.
Gargle something.
Bad. Maybe this shot will help.
Look, how about we top it off with another shot?
Yeah, maybe that.
Cheers, ladies.
Wait, I didn't make mine. Hold on.
See, you late for work.
I forgot to make mine.
Ain't no hold on. Catch up.
Yes.
Ooh.
Get me regular Jim Beam from now on because this other stuff.
Like my
regular.
Here, I don't know where you guys are, what time of the day, evening it is for you guys, but it is late night for us. So it's Friday night, so we having a good time. We chilling, we relaxing, just winding down from the work week. So hope everybody's doing good. We're gonna continue rolling this thing on out, and we're gonna jump into another topic. So how about this, ladies? We're all parents here, right? What age did you allow your young ones, your children, to start dating? What was an acceptable age, or what is an acceptable age for your children to start having a boyfriend or girlfriend? That, and when I say that, like, you really gave them permission. They can invite this person over. They can go out on dates with this person. They can go to this person's house. Like, really have a relationship. Like, being a... What's y'all thoughts?
I'm laughing because before we even say, I already know me and Kim on the same page. We might be. I don't know.
We are.
But
yeah, I'm not gonna.
Well,
I'm gonna let y'all top it off. Go ahead.
Who's going?
Anybody? Go ahead, Chantel.
Okay. Go ahead.
Who are you talking to?
Go ahead.
Tavia or me?
You.
No, go ahead.
Oh. I haven't allowed Andre to date yet. He's 17.
Oh, dang.
Girl.
I
Girl.
know. I'm just too.
Protective.
He's got friends that girls of the opposite sex that he talks to, but I haven't allowed him to like have a relationship with someone, only because I'm just like really protective because of where he goes to school at and where his career is headed. I'm just like, I have like my eyes open about, somebody gonna try to, use him, and just I just don't think I want him to focus on school, because I just think, like getting into a relationship, and once you let that virginity go, your mind is different. It's not the same.
So have you sat him down and said, so has he asked you about, Mom, can I have a girlfriend? Or have you explained to him that he can't have a girlfriend, or whatever? Or have you?
He always be like, my mom won't let me have it. Be playing around, and like, my mom won't let me have a date or have a girlfriend or whatever. He's been on dates, a couple of dates, but I don't want anything like serious for him yet, and he actually doesn't want that right now either. Because he kind of gets it to where, it's too much out there in the world be trying to buckle down to somebody, and you only going into your senior year, you have so much ahead to be trying to be serious with somebody. You need to focus on school.
I'm sorry. It sounds like you're going into a full blast relationship. The question is dating.
Yeah, I'm asking because
and you just said that he has friends and he goes on dates. So
yeah, but they're all friends. Like, he hasn't. I haven't allowed him to have a girlfriend. Okay. He has.
You can't really
friends. He has friends.
But how do you?
They're just friends. He ain't claiming nobody as a girlfriend.
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
Because we talk, and I see he has multiple friends. So they friends.
So
I know they're just friends.
Once he turns 18 and says, "Hey, Mom, this is my girlfriend," like, because there's really nothing you can do at that point.
Well, I mean, you're 18 at that point, and when you cross the stage, I already told him, when you cross that stage, boy, your bags is packed. I am not legally responsible for you anymore.
That's what you say. It don't always work out like that.
That's what.
Well, for me, I have said it for the past year to be prepared. I have the date that you graduate. That date, you need to be at your daddy house or going to somebody's college, because I am not responsible.
Oh, wow.
So, he has friends. He has friends, and he goes on dates.
He's been on like 2. He's been on 2 dates, but they're just friends.
And that was as of what age? Because that's the question.
Just like
dating.
What age? In the 17. I think he had one at 16, and then he had one at 17.
So is it safe?
Just recently. So that's it.
Is it safe to say 16? Because it sounds like he's been on dates, and the question was, what age?
He went on a date at 16. I wasn't really okay with it. This is, him and his dad be having their own little conversation on the side.
Yeah, man.
Then I gotta bring my input in when I find out something.
So to take it a step further, only because I guess you're answering right now. Well, baby girl, how old do you think before you allow her? Listen, let me finish. Not worried about if she's going to be in a relationship with somebody, she's going to fall in love. Not all of that stuff that comes with it, but just simple dating, going out, going to the movies, going to the mall, just going skating, going bowling, just doing things that kids do. What age do you feel is appropriate that you would be comfortable with letting your child go out with their peers or somebody that they might be interested in?
Going out with your friends and going to like parties and things like that, I'm okay with like at 16. But when it becomes where it's
If
just
she has
you and
somebody
that
that
other
she's interested
person.
in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not okay with 16. I'm still like, yeah, I'm too protective. I'm gonna be more protective on her than I am on Andre.
Okay. What about you,
So
Tanya?
you're saying she's gonna have to wait until she's 18 to date?
Probably so, yeah. I'm not there yet. Mm-mm.
But you're
I'm not there.
right now, 2022.
I'm not there. I'm too scared.
You might not be there, but they might be there. What about you, Tavia? Let's
Okay, so I'll just say you have my phone number. You know where I live. So when that time comes and you find out that she's on a date, you can call me, girl.
I'm just too concerned with
it's gonna happen.
They have too many.
They have too many
like.
Not.
Yeah, they have like too many like laws right now that can easily put our kids into jail because if they make that wrong move, even through a text, like I have to remind Andre, don't let nobody send you no photos. Don't send nobody no photos. You going straight to jail. Like this wasn't a thing back then with us. It's a thing now with them. So that makes me even more nervous. And that's why I'm like, when you turn 18, you can do what you want to. But wow, that's just,
so
you make one simple mistake that can change the rest of your life.
Okay, so before we move on, it's safe to say, of course, with your son right now, you're still no-go. With baby girl, you're still not giving an age. So you're saying maybe 8, she got to be 18 at this point. You ain't even, okay. Completely understandable. What about you, Tavia?
For me, I go with what for me, I feel like the way I came up was sufficient. I feel like it worked across the board. We could, you want to call him your little boyfriend or whatever, okay, cool. But you ain't leaving out this house or going nowhere with him by yourself until you're of age. And that age for us was 16. So I feel like 16 years old, you can go on a date. Like I said, I'm not going all into, the relationship and falling in love, all that stuff that comes along with being in a relationship, but simply dating and just going out, I feel like at 16, come on. That's okay. You should be able to trust your child at that point to make the right decisions and go out and have fun and be a teenager. And
I don't trust the world.
So you don't trust the world. You say that, but at the same time, technically you do. It's just you choosing not to trust this situation because you gotta trust the world. Every day you step out into the world, you're trusting. You're putting your trust in other people. Yeah. When you drive, when you do all things like that, things that you don't have control over. You have to trust other people that they're gonna do what they're supposed to do. As far as the question, like I said, I feel that 16 is a good age. That's how I came up, and I feel like, yeah.
Let me ask you. So when you say that's how I came up, did you start dating or talking to the opposite sex at the age of 16 to where mama was okay with it, or did you do it prior to?
I was talking to people way before 16. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Tavia, that's what I was gonna say. We were allowed to have boyfriends at 13. We could not
13
house. Like they could
go nowhere. Yeah, exactly my point.
Until 16,
y'all not going anywhere by yourself.
Right.
So, and I still feel like that's a good rule.
Let me make sure I understand y'all. So y'all had y'all could have somebody y'all labeled as y'all boyfriend and you were their girlfriend at the age of 13. You just couldn't go out, go on dates, none of stuff like that. But could they come over?
Yes, they could come over.
They could come over because mama was there. You know what I'm saying? Daddy was there. Anything happening, she on the scene to make sure you're good. You gonna be out front. It wasn't no. Exactly. It was always somebody there. It wasn't no going in the bedroom and doing all that, all that kind of stuff. It was okay. Y'all pretty much sitting up front in the living room watching TV. So
I couldn't even do that.
You got the little
sitting on the
couldn't do
porch.
Exactly,
that.
on the porch. And
If we went
you know,
to
on
the
the
park,
porch in the
everybody was
front,
at the park too.
Right.
everybody went. So
So
that's why I feel like
how y'all came up, y'all got permission at 13 to have somebody that's labeled your boyfriend and you're their girlfriend. Y'all just couldn't leave the house.
but you ain't going nowhere.
But
You ain't
actually,
going nowhere.
they can come over and be monitored by your parents. But for you though,
Right.
Tavi, being the mother now, what was your, you said 16 for you with your children.
Like I said, I'm keeping the party going. I'm on the same train, similar to.
Well, we kind of passed it. I would say, because is it 13? Because we kind of passed that. Oh my God, baby, she passed that.
Because
But
the question is dating.
Oh,
The
dating.
question is dating.
Right.
Dating to where you're leaving the house and you're going somewhere to be with this person, whether it is your boyfriend or somebody that you're interested in, 16 years old, before I'm going to allow you to do that. You know, you can have a little boyfriend if that's what you want to call it, puppy love, child, whatever. But 16 before you can go ahead and, you know, go out and hang out without me being present.
Right. So they can be 16.
I have a child.
At the age where they can go take buddy pictures.
I mean,
can somebody bring buddy pictures back, please?
If that's what you want to call it, yes. But I feel like 16 is a good age because, you know, you're knocking on adulthood. You know, you haven't learned everything that you're gonna learn, but at that age, I mean, you have to put a little trust in your kids that what you taught them up until that point, they're gonna, you know, move forward with it and do what they're supposed to do.
If they don't learn them, What about you, Kimberly?
Again, I've said, you know, at least that part as far as how we were brought up, but my boys, and I have 2 adult boys. I had to call my oldest today because I wasn't exactly sure because I don't remember having a conversation with them about it. So, according to him, he had his first girlfriend at 15, which, you know, it is what it is. But I do know he wasn't going on dates, and I, you know, I talked to him like, you know, well, when was your first date? Because I don't recall you ever going anywhere. Like, you know, because we talked back then, so I knew, you know, it's a little girl. Oh, what she looked like, you know, it was phone and only like a whole just school only thing or whatever. But he didn't go on his first date until he was 17. Again, they were home on their computers, like they weren't outside, they didn't do sports or whatever. They were home drawing on the PlayStation or whatever the case may be. So for them, it was that, and I don't know if it was because they were boys that I didn't have the conversation. I don't know. Maybe I just, again, because my boys were nerdy. They were, you know, just they were into the anime and all that stuff. So they weren't out there in the streets like that. So maybe that's why I didn't feel like I needed to have that conversation with them. Now,
your daughter. Your
same
daughter.
thing. Okay, well, I did have the conversation. I had the conversation with my husband prior to this because, you know, we knew we were going to talk about it, and we hadn't talked about it. She's 8, so that ain't close to coming up yet. But he's not exactly okay with the whole boys coming over at 13. I'm okay with it as long as, you know, one of us are here. They're in that living room. There's no going back in that room or whatnot. And then, but he is okay with 16. So I guess 16 would be the time where she can go on a date. I don't know. I just feel like when you're too strict on your kids, and this is, it's not talking about you, Chantel. This is just growing up knowing other girls and whatnot. When they had those strict parents, those were the ones that were sneaking out. They were sneaking out.
And they're gonna do it anyway.
Right. When
they're going with their homegirl, and they're gonna be with old boy.
Yeah. And I also feel like dating, like those kind of things as a teen, it's just part of being a teenager. I feel like they missed out a little bit because, you know, hold on. I don't want to because I don't want to not him. We're not gonna talk about him, but you know, like.
Yeah, I get it.
When he does have that freedom, it's gonna be
and at that point, I will not be legally responsible.
No, you won't. But
we have that
end up being grandma
with him. We have the talks with him, and he completely understands where we're coming from. We have explained the whole, if anything goes down, not supposed to, but if anything goes down, you have your own. Don't let nobody else hold it, because it's trifling people out here that will set your ass up.
Your
So
own. You talking about like protection? Oh,
yeah, girls put little needle holes in there, be trying to set them up because they see dollar signs. They see these boys going somewhere. So we have that talk with him all the time. So he's not with like trying to. He likes the having a variety of friends
yeah.
and not
Yeah.
trying to date and settle down to somebody. You know, so which is good. I'm glad that we got that, in in him.
He
To
goes
just
back
have
to
fun, and he goes out to parties and stuff, and out with groups of friends too, where they go out to eat and they do their thing. Plenty of parties, but as long as he knows, don't let nobody set you up.
And that's a good thing to instill in your children. At the same time, we have to look at the world that we're living in now versus what we were living in when we were teenagers. Emotions run high, feelings run high, things get hot and heavy sometimes, and shit just happen. So we just got to be as parents, just be there for them, and we can tell them certain things. If they're going to abide by it and actually do it, we can only hope and pray. We don't really know if when they out our presence, if they're gonna act.
And I let them know, because like, look, another thing is that with boys, it's a little more worried about them like accidentally getting some girl pregnant, because who the child support fall on? The parent. Bitch, where that money gonna come from? Not from me. So your ass better wait till you 18, because they make the parent pay. When you're underage, they gonna make the parent pay the child support. You didn't know that?
That wasn't my case.
Until that child is of age, because they're minors still. Yes, the parents become part of that child support.
Oh, you know what? He went on child support, so never mind. That's why.
So yeah,
Constance, what
you
about
ain't finna bring over everybody. I ain't paying no child support.
I was gonna say,
Constance, go ahead. Let's hear
your input. So for me, I'm like similar to you, Kimberly and Tavia. 16 is my number that I allowed. I have all daughters, all girls. So that was the age for me that I felt, okay, you can bring somebody home, you can introduce somebody, and it's okay. You can go on a little date. 16 is the number. Now, do all kids maybe not. They might have, I think some kids
they don't.
Situation at 13, 14, where they find it like a boy or a girl that they really, really like, and they just infatuated, so me trying to be an understanding parent, I did have one of my kids bring a young man to our home at the age of 14, and I was just like, okay, yeah.
Can't handle it.
Look, husband, like, what you want to do? Like, what you want to do? So it again, dating age 16. That's when you can have a boyfriend. That's when you're labeled as a girlfriend. That was my age in my household. If you want to bring friends over that you may or may not like, okay, cool. I was okay with 13, 14 coming to my house, but just not doing no other intimate stuff. Going to their house, going on to the movie.
we couldn't go to their house.
But 16 was definitely an age for me. And that was all coming from experience, because I was like what you and Tavia said, those kids who are a little bit more sheltered and they couldn't have the permissions and then they rebel. I was that kid. And like, as soon as I broke out, when I broke. So,
and it's like, and that's why I allow him to still go out and be with his friends and do all of that, because I understand the whole shelter thing, because my mama didn't let me do a lot of things, and I
could not up. So it was like you snuck and did it. You know what I'm saying? So when you sneak and do things, you always have consequences behind that. And of course, I dealt with that the hard way, but it is what it is. As I became a mother and started parenting my kids, I just said, in my head, I was like, okay, 16, I feel like is an appropriate age for my daughters to start dating guys and have a boyfriend. I'm comfortable with him coming here. I'm comfortable with them going on dates. So 16 for me. 16. So it looks like so
aside from being sheltered and being strict or whatever, it is also important. And like Chantel mentioned that she does it with her son. I think it is important to have those conversations to be able to talk to your child and your child to feel comfortable enough to come and talk to you. Because I mean, I know you did. We were able to go to our mom and talk to her about whatever.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
She wasn't gonna blow up or whatever. So it's having that thing, and that starts at a very young age too, like instilling that where your child is just gonna be comfortable coming to you, talking to you. That's something I gotta work on.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't know what my mom was gonna say, so I'm like, I wasn't comfortable. So when I had my kids, I think I kind of took on that same trait. I'm like, dang, I hope they don't come try to talk to me about it. But I did try to talk to them as much as I was comfortable with about the consequences of what could happen if you, start doing stuff that adults do at a young age. What could come out of pregnancy? It could be STDs, it could be AIDS, it could be anything. You just got to be extremely careful. And if you are comfortable, talk to me first. Let me know first so I can help you prevent anything that may or may not happen going forward. But it was just a whole trial and error.
Yeah, because you can't help them if they don't let you know nothing. I can't help you. You ain't tell me where you was. I can't help you.
I think that's the most important part is talking to them, because they gonna do it. I'm sorry. Because it even goes back to I don't remember which episode it was, if it was 2 or 3, where we were talking about like your first time, having, that interaction and all of that. All of us were fairly young. You know what I'm saying? We get the age where our parents said we can date.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, it's gonna happen. Chantel, I'm sorry. And look, I ain't even gonna do it like that. You say, look, I ain't even gonna go there like that. But I'm just saying, like, I agree with what you just said. It's very important to talk to your kids. You gotta talk to them, let them know how you feel, why you feel that way, and go from there. Because these kids, they gonna do what they want to do. Like, especially if they're in a position to where they can't. Look, what I got to say, we can go on and on and on with it, and I'm trying to avoid that because it can go into a whole other type of topic. And the question was, dating as far as what age you allow your kids to date. So I'm holding firm with my, 16, but
16 over here.
You got to be in communication with your kids. You got to talk to them.
That's why I like the video calling. I can call you anytime. You better pick up that phone.
Yeah, you can, but
make sure you stay really. No, these kids are very, very, very smooth,
slick, real slick.
Because we were. So
my point exactly. I technically couldn't have a boyfriend until 16. But okay, so whole thing. Like, look, oh my gosh, I swear I can go somewhere else with this entire conversation.
You couldn't date.
Exactly. You can't have a boyfriend, you can't date, but you ain't a virgin yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, I can go somewhere else with this whole conversation. So that's why I'm just like, the most important part, I agree with what you said, is communicating and talking to your kids and let them know what's important.
Yeah.
And the way that they should move, based on experience, based on the world that we live in now, and all of that stuff. It's all important. So
absolutely, because
times of communication, I feel like that's more important.
Absolutely, because times are definitely different from when we were teenagers versus the time now. This world is very, very different. So we just have to be optimistic. We got to be open-minded and just have that open communication with our children, so that way they understand and feel comfortable coming to us if anything pops up.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate your input, ladies. Let us know, Shenanigang.
Real quick. I'm sorry. And that's what I'm saying, because this topic right here, because you just say make sure that they feel comfortable coming to us. We have to feel comfortable enough to go to them as well. Because sometimes as parents, we don't really want to make them feel away. We don't want to make them feel like they're, embarrassed or whatever, but you still got to do what you're supposed to do as a parent and go and talk to your child. So it's both ways. Like, you want them to come to you, but you got to step up and be that parent and go to them as well. But, regardless if you feel like, they not going to want to hear it, or you already know they're going to be on some, man, I already know, or whatever. But that whole line of communication is extremely important. So that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Right. Especially like if you had kids at a young age. I know for me, it's difficult to try to go to your kids and have that conversation, and you ain't comfortable. So I'm like, you ain't comfortable, they ain't gonna be comfortable.
Right.
It was difficult, but it's like I try to get as many words as I could in there to be like, we good, you can come talk to me, we can figure it out together. Like, I get what you're saying. So yeah, nowadays, now that we're all parents and we have kids and stuff, it is what it is. But Shenanigang, let us know down in the comments what you guys think. Like, what's an appropriate age for, if you have children, younger children or teenagers, what's an appropriate age that you gave permission to date, have girlfriends or boyfriends, and then what your opinion is about that situation. So let us know. But I think that was it. That's the end of the show.
That's it. Yeah.
That was all we had to kind of chit chat about tonight. Of course, we had a ball as usual. I always like to say, make sure you guys are liking, comment, subscribing to the channel. We appreciate love and support, but we need you guys to hit that like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to Shenanigang, make sure you're hitting that notification bell. That way you're notified.
Please comment.
Your girls are up and posted. But with that, ladies, unless anybody got anything else, we about to be out.
No!
All right. Deuces.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for hanging in.
Bye.
And we are out. See y'all later.